Hello everyone, my name is Sam Kuns, and the Geeks are back at the con. ConQuest 2, Wrath of the Con. We're here in Portland, Oregon at Rose City Comic Con, and we're going around and we're talking to people. It's been a long time since we've been at the cons. We were gone last year, the whole cons were shut down by the pandemic. So the energy is now just returning back into the cons. It's a different kind of feel, there's a lot going on, and there's so many different people that are experiencing it for the first time and some veterans that are bringing back the energy. To celebrate the con returning, I've come back in my Batman costume, which you might remember I wore in the first ConQuest on the second day, where we walked around and we took photos with people. It was an amazing experience, and I want to bring that energy back because it's still Comic-Con. Despite the fact that we're all wearing masks and there's a bunch of different mandates for the city, it still has that same energy that we know and love from the Comic-Con experience. So, to kick things off, let's get in there and let's talk to some people. So we've been away from Comic-Con for a whole year, and now we're all coming back. Everyone's in costume. The energy's kind of filling in. What's it been like for you to come back to the con?
This is actually my second time ever wearing this costume to a Comic-Con.
It's amazing. I am like almost in tears, honestly.
It's been kind of crazy.
It's fantastic being back. It's really great for my mental health.
But also it kind of feels like coming back to like an awesome community, so it's been really great after being in isolation for so long.
Oh man, it's like coming home again. You know, this is my favorite con, Rose City Comic Con. Been missing it, was so bummed out when it got canceled last year. Just really excited to be able to come back.
It's been cool to show off all the stuff I've been working on for the past year.
About right. He's actually frozen in carbonite.
It's a wonderful thing to see the community still as strong as ever, and honestly a bit bigger than I remember.
Super exciting. Just energy level feels different, but at the same time, friends and family come together. I couldn't imagine living another year without this con.
It's great to see people getting into the spirit of getting back in cosplays and walking around the cons. I always love doing cosplay because the community here is just absolutely incredible to talk to. We love seeing people expressing themselves, making cool costumes, varying in creativity and size and really complexity. And just seeing everyone's enjoyment, especially the kids, of these costumes is absolutely incredible. I mean, just check these guys out.
Now, what's your favorite cosplay that you've done or are looking forward to doing?
Well, the one that's my absolute favorite is one I built about 3 years ago. It's a police character from the movie Fifth Element.
Awesome.
I have a few lined up, but I'm a Hulk guy. I normally do Incredible Hulk, and he's my boy, so that's my favorite. If I go out, I usually do Hulk.
I'm gonna start my Mando build here soon, but this is kind of my go-to. I've been doing it for the last 5 years, and so people kind of here in Emerald City know me as Carbonite Han. So I've only seen me do it, and it's unique, and so I stick with it.
Well, this weekend, Nightwing's always my favorite, so I always do that first. Tomorrow I'm doing Scarlet Spider-Man from the 90s, and on Sunday I'm going to do the What If Star-Lord Black Panther, because for some reason I had both helmets, so I was like, this is a perfect cosplay to do.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm with some more incredible cosplayers today. Now tell me, what you guys wearing?
I am wearing Linguini from Ratatouille.
And I'm Scout from Team 462.
Now, we've been away from Comic-Con for a whole year, and now we're coming back. What's it like coming back to Comic-Con?
It's a great experience. This is my third Comic-Con I've been to, and it's a wonderful thing to see the community still as strong as ever, and honestly a bit bigger than I remember. With the lockdown, a lot of people have discovered these things that we've been looking at and reading for basically our whole lives. So it's great to see more people coming into this beautiful community, and this is actually his first, I think, right?
Yeah, it's my first time coming here. I've always kind of wanted to come, and he was lucky enough to have me come with him.
All right, I am here with the true Fire Lord Azula. How are you doing today?
I am awesome.
What's your favorite part about coming to the con?
Oh gosh, honestly, Artist Alley. I love walking up and down and collecting artwork.
So how long have you been doing cosplay?
This is actually not very long. I've only been to a couple conventions before this one. I was at, I think, 2 before COVID shut everything down. And this is my first armor build.
Well, it turned out great.
Thank you.
What's your favorite costume that you have done or are looking forward to doing?
This one. This one. I'm so proud of this one. And I have ideas for the future, but like this is my spotlight right now. I'm so excited about this one.
All right, I'm here with my partner, Dick Grayson, a part of the dynamic duo. How are you doing today, Dick?
Doing great. Glad to be here. Nice to see you again.
Yes, of course. Always love to see one of my Robins grow up and meet you at the con. How long have you been doing cosplay?
Probably about 5 years. Yeah, mainly sticking to like DC stuff.
What's your favorite piece of media?
Total DC, all the way. I do like Marvel though, it's great. I'm a total Disney nerd, so it kind of mixes that in with DC, it's always fun.
Who's your favorite DC character I might think I know?
Oh, well, Batman, of course. Of course. Nightwing, Booster Gold. I always kind of like the odd ones. I really like Javelin. He got a little shout out in Suicide Squad, so that's kind of like a dream cosplay to do at some point. So.
Do you have any costumes in mind that you want to do in the future?
I'm kind of lazy with my costumes because I have red hair, so it's kind of easy to do certain ones. So Linguini was a perfect one. I would like to do Hinata from Haikyuu next, if possible, and then maybe if some other cool redheaded characters come out, I would love to do those ones as well.
Do you have any costumes you want to do, Scout?
I mean, I've always wanted to do some sort of Star Wars costume, but you know, it's expensive for any of the gear, the helmets. I used to make my own helmets, like paper mache stuff, but haven't been able to do that this year, of course.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Oh, definitely Boba Fett. Mandalorian was also a godsend, for sure.
I love that show. It is absolutely fantastic. Well, thanks for talking with us here today, guys. It's nice seeing you. Have a good rest of the con.
Of course, you too.
All right, I'm here with some unexpected characters. Didn't like seeing you guys here, but I'm glad you didn't just immediately run away. Here to have a conversation with you, two of my biggest villains. So we've been away from the con for about a year now. What's it like being back at the con here?
Great, doing villainous stuff. That's what I'm feeling.
It's fantastic being back. It's really great for my mental health.
Yeah, you need to work on that a little bit more, but I think we'll get there one day. So what's your favorite costume that you guys have put together?
I'd say the one I'm wearing right now, which is my daily outfit.
You're missing the bowler hat.
Not today. I need to be fast and swift.
I also like the outfit I've got on right now. I do a couple other outfits. I do Kaylee from Firefly, that's a good one, and Harley Quinn.
I see that you've taken a patch that belongs to me. It's on your shoulder there.
I took it from someone else. He's not using it anymore.
Okay, I don't believe you, but we'll leave that for now. What's your favorite aspect of walking around the con in your villainous costumes?
Running into my arch nemesis and doing an interview.
Convenient.
I like just with all the fans. It's just great to meet the people.
See, well, I'm glad that we can be here and be civil with one another, but I am going to have to take you guys back to Gotham. So when we come back, I'm going to go and I'm going to take these guys back into their... Oh, somebody take this. I got to get...
Hello?
Sam, you're late with the Geeking Out About It Star Wars episode promo. What's going on in there?
We're fine here. We're all fine. How are you?
You've got to reserve the studio, you nerf herder! This is worse than the time you let that Rancor in the studio during Locals Live.
That was a conversation anyways.
Hey, Sam, what you working on?
Getting Jurassic Park all put together.
Whoa. I thought we were doing Back to the Future, though.
No, we decided on doing Jurassic Park. We had a whole meeting about this. We're trying to focus energy into Harry Potter, and we want to get a nice live show in before it.
But I'm already dressed up for Back to the Future, and we were going to do a package for Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's great, but we don't have the time.
What are you, a chicken?
Nobody calls me chicken.
But this only took 3 weeks, so it wasn't the whole year, I guess.
Yeah, this is a really impressive build. So you say it took you 3 weeks. What's it made out of?
It's pretty much completely made out of foam. The head is styrofoam, the body is EVA foam, and the tail is made out of like expanding foam, like you get out of a can. There's definitely a few modifications I want to do. This was just kind of like a quick last-minute build for Comic-Con.
So I made this over 4 years ago and haven't been able to wear it yet.
I build pretty slow. This took a year.
Yeah, it took probably about 9 hours to make it fully.
The challenge was build the coolest castle you can build on a 15 by 15 inch base plate. And I was like, well, okay, cool, I want to do that, but I want to build it bigger than you can build on a 48 by 48 stud base plate. So I put it in a tree.
Now we're at the part of the show where we're talking all about creativity. From cosplayers to modelers to Lego builders to artists, there are so many people here showcasing their own unique creativity. They have put a ton of time and effort into these projects just for the con. People really put themselves out there with their work. So go out there and support these people.
All right, I am here with R2-D2. R2, what are you doing here at the con? Oh, yeah, okay. So where's C-3PO? Any sign of him so far? No. What's it like being the star of Star Wars? A lot of heavy responsibility with being the star of Star Wars, apparently. All right, we're here at another booth with amazing Lego creator. Tell us a little about what you've done here today.
There's a Bat computer I built. I like Batman. That's why I'm happy to talk with you. And I've tried to build this to dedicate to you. I hope you like it.
I absolutely love it. It's an amazing build. I think it's worthy of a Lego Master appearance here. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I think I'd get eliminated on the first round. I build pretty slow. This took a year. I think the show's like 24 hours or something. Boone, he was walking around here. He's a Lego Master, runner-up Lego Master.
Yeah.
I think they still call him Lego Master.
I'm here with Boone, in my personal opinion, a verified Lego Master. How you doing today, Boone?
Hey, I'm doing well, Batman. Thank you very much for stopping by.
So you've got an amazing build right here behind you. What went into making this build? What creative input did you do to make this?
Yeah, so this is a castle that I built a few weeks ago. Mark and I went to a Lego convention, the first one we've been to since COVID. We went to Utah, and they put out a 48 by 48 castle challenge. And what that means is this base plate is 48 Lego studs by 48 Lego studs. It's about 15 inches by 15 inches. So I had bags of these 2x4 bricks in different color blues. And so I was like, I need to do something with those blue bricks. So I thought, I'll turn it into the castle. It'll be cool. And then I built. these kinds of events are really what gives me the energy to build something new. You know, it's fun to bring a new creation to the next LEGO fan convention or to the next Comic-Con. So I really didn't have a whole lot of motivation to build throughout COVID, throughout the last year and a half. But then getting ready for that convention we went to in Utah, I built this castle in a week, and it was like the biggest thing I've ever built in the fastest time by myself.
How long did it take?
A few weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Not too long. We got me, her, and our mom. When we go at it, we can get a costume done pretty quick.
For me, it's really the events kind of spur on the creativity, and it's fun to be with my friends again.
So what was the creative process like when making costumes like these?
Well, I'm in a dorm, so the creative process was trying to find space for all of it. This, I just went to like a lot of craft stores and just found stuff that like matched the aesthetic. Like I bought these first actually, and then the lights.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of trial and error.
Trial and error. My horns were completely different the last time I was at a con, and I hated it. So redid it, and I like them a lot better now. Just trial and error and seeing what works. Looking up the character and stuff that would put it, like, just to piece it together. And a lot of the stuff I actually got from Goodwill.
The daring to just try it and keep trying it. You know, it's fun to bring a new creation to the next LEGO fan convention or to the next Comic-Con.
I spent the entire pandemic making costumes and accumulating it, and so it's really fun to actually get out and see everyone appreciate it.
This is the first con I've been to in like a year and a half or something like that, so it's pretty cool to get everybody together. I'm glad they took the risk and did the masks and all the bracelets and everything to make it happen. But it's surreal, and it feels more like precious than it did before. You know, you don't take it for granted now as much. I don't, just because you don't know when it can be taken away from you.
Audio, man, it's in the air. It's the fluctuations that vibrate our ear holes and make the cochlea sensitive, you know. You can't ignore it, and you try to start measuring it, and it just pulls you in. Well, I used to try to play music on my own, make the sounds from my own hands and instruments. Then I started recording. Upon hearing myself in my recordings, I decided I should just record. When you're a young adult who is serious about pursuing media as a career or even a side hustle, a lot of people won't take you seriously. OMN is cool because not only will they take you seriously, they'll push you and they'll give you all the tools to really try to do something special with it and let you be creative about it. And so that's what's been special about OMN to me. I'm Sam Lay, and I'm a student engineer at Orange Media Network.
Student Multimedia Studios is your one-stop shop for all of your printing and production needs. If you need a poster for a class or a presentation, we've got you covered with our large format printers. In addition, we check out all the equipment you could need for your projects and offer production consulting in our studio spaces. Making a video or taking photos for a class? We have studios for photos, videos, and audio. Student Multimedia Services is located on the main floor of the Valley Library, and you can find our hours posted at oregonstate.edu/SMS.
here with Magic Wheelchair, an amazing organization that helps kids live their cosplay dreams. Tell us a little bit about what Magic Wheelchair does.
Yeah, so Magic Wheelchair is a nonprofit that builds epic costumes for kids in wheelchairs at no cost to families. Our whole purpose is to promote inclusion and self-expression of kiddos to create the next generation of self-advocates. We actually joke and say that our whole organization, whole business model is run by the kids. So whatever they ask for is what we make happen. So they can go online and fill out a request or get nominated, and then we match them with a builder in their area, and they call the shots.
You give them this thing that makes them it's like, oh, people are paying attention for like the right reasons. It's like, oh, I like the Flash too. I like, monster trucks too. And they're finding common ground with their peers. And it's leading to kids having just a sense of self-worth and self-esteem.
So what does it mean for you guys to build these amazing chairs and allow kids to interact? Like, what does it mean to you?
Oh my gosh, it just means it's such a great catalyst for inclusion because, kids who are disabled are just regular kids. And this shows the world what their interests are and helps create more commonalities. That's what I mean about self-expression. We're teaching them that their voices are valued, and we're showing them what they can do with their voices, starting with cosplay, hopefully changing the world in the future.
Yeah, we've been away from the cons for a whole year, and now we're coming back. What's it been like being back at the cons?
We're feeling a little rusty getting everything set up again, honestly, but it feels really good to be back. We're really happy with how the show is maintaining health and safety, so we're just grateful to be back.
Yeah, it's kind of been, yesterday was a little shocking. Before all this went down, pretty much every week I was somewhere around the country doing an event, setting up, giving costume to a kid, doing the whole, what's up everybody, I'm Scotty with Magic Wheelchair, and doing this huge thing, and then it all just stopped. So yesterday coming back was a little bit of a shock to the system, and my spiel's completely dead. I didn't know how to do it anymore. I was like, people were like, what do you do? I'm like, I can't find the words. It's so weird to be back, but it's good. It's starting to feel normal.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. It was great to meet you guys, and it's amazing what you guys do.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're at one of the mini booths here at the con, and this booth is really interesting to look at. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do here.
So we are a cosplay charity group. We are 100% donation-based, and what we do is we do events like birthday parties, we do charity walks, basically just events that will get out in the public and kind of show what we do, as well as raise some money for different charities and foundations. So we've been doing this for about 4 years, and it's constantly changing, constantly evolving, and this year's been kind of a challenge, but we are definitely adapting and overcoming. This is our first con back, and it's really interesting because we've been competing not only with the not doing the con scene, but also there's a new movie coming out. We've got all those events coming up. We've been doing kind of a lot of stuff at home, meeting virtually more than anything, even to the point where we've started just to play games together online, just so we can get a sort of camaraderie back together. So we put this together in about a week for this entire show. So very short notice, but we got it done, and it's good to be back.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about coming here and setting up at Comic-Con?
It's just getting out there and showing people what we do, what we're about, showing the awareness that we can give to the charities that we are a part of, and also getting to just get together and show that there's a general sense of, hey, we all like the same thing, we're all into the same thing. Let's have a good time and let's show off.
You guys coming out here and showing off what you guys do for charity and everything that you guys do. So thanks for doing that.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad to be here.
All right. All right, so I'm here with some amazing illusionists who have blown my bat mind, and I'm just here to talk with you guys about a little bit what you guys do here.
Well, we're here from Mad Science. We're like a STEM camp for kids. We do all kinds of interesting scientific, mind-blowing type stuff, and just do it for fun, get kids interested in science, and for Batman too, you know, all that's included.
We have birthday parties, workshops, after-school programs, and summer camps. And it's just super fun. Today we have an optical illusions booth, and it's very fun, which is why we have our amazing box.
So what's your favorite part about being here at the con?
I think just taking everything in that's here. Like, there's so many interesting people and costumes and booths to look at, and it's like being inside a massive nerdy I Spy book, and it feels great.
Yeah, we've had like super cool people like come up to our booth, and like it's super fun to like see kids who are excited to be here and like engage with them and like show them the cool illusions, and because they just walk away with the biggest smile on their face.
All right.
It's like a demonstration of one of our illusions for your program?
Yes, absolutely. Let's get a
Sure.
demonstration.
Okay. So I have here a perfectly ordinary box. Who doesn't love a good box? 6 sides, 8 corners, incredible. You can eat them for lunch. No. You can put things inside of them. Yes. Open this one up, there's nothing. There's some wonderful looking pinstripes inside of there. I like those at least. But aside from that, nothing else ordinary, interesting going on inside of the box. Don't mind me not doing anything back here. Anyway, pull up my mask, sorry. Open from the top. Here's where things get hairy, literally. My friend, Bunny, I had a different name for him, but I forgot it. That's okay. Was living inside there all along. It's his home. Put him back in there so we can hibernate, file taxes, eat macaroni, watch Netflix, all those things that rabbits like to do. Open it from the front. He's gone. But in his place, there's a mad science sticker that I struggled to get out for a second. And this is normally the part where I'd like hand it to somebody, but maybe like the viewers watching this can imagine that I'm giving them the sticker and cherish it, all that kind of stuff. Ta-da. Oh yeah. Wow, just for you, entered your name here. Do it in your mind.
Awesome. That was a ton of fun. Thanks for talking with us.
Absolutely.
All right,
You
let's
guys
move
for coming
on.
by.
All right, hello everyone. I'm here with the Sabre Guild. Now, can you tell me a little about what you guys do here at the con?
Oh, certainly. So we are Sabre Guild, which is an international organization. Our local chapter here in Portland is called Felucia Temple. We're a nonprofit organization, and we do choreographed performances with Star Wars themed, and all the proceeds are donated to charities.
That's absolutely incredible. So, do you guys like actually practice the forms in the Jedi Path?
Yeah, so we actually have several forms that we put together that are inspired by different martial arts styles. And so like a couple of those forms are part of our kids show, for example. And yeah, and our choreography is often inspired by that. So like a lot of times a person, you know, creates their own character when they create their costume, and a lot of times their fighting style is then going to be inspired by their persona that they're, you know, presenting.
So what is your personal like persona that you put on when you're out there fighting with a lightsaber?
It tends to be a little more bold, straightforward. It's probably more, you know, an Obi-Wan style kind of thing.
Form 3, keeping it in?
Probably.
Yeah. Now, how good do you think you are with a lightsaber? Which Jedi do you think you could beat?
Well, I'd say I'm pretty good, but I don't know if I'd say I could beat any real Jedi.
They're actually pretty insane when it comes to different forms and stuff like that. What's the biggest thing you look forward to at Comic-Con?
Oh, personally, you know, since we've gotten involved with Sabre Guild, being able to do our kids shows has been the highlight. You know, having a space here where we can kind of demonstrate and do our performances is wonderful. And of course, the whole con experience is always exciting. You always see new things and admire everybody else's costumes. It's really incredible.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for talking with us. Thank you so much for joining us on today's journey through the con, ConQuest 2. If you haven't already, check out our previous video of Comic-Con, and also check out more videos on KBVR TV in general. We have a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, which are all labeled on there right now. And it was just an absolute blast to come and enjoy this experience with all of these different people coming back to the con after a whole year away. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.